to Dyson Dynamics, where, as previously stated, fish are foes, not food.
That's right. And that is where we will be picking up in our Descent into Avernus campaign. Currently, the group is on their way to what is effectively a tear between the plains, a area where the division between the plains is weak, and where one of the mages from Candlekeep can send them to a more precise location inside of Avernus. As they decided to travel into the desert with waning resources, we'll say, they were set upon by some foes who were fish inside of a oasis just on the other side of the location that had been marked for them by the Archmage Traxagor, where he had identified a weak area in the plains. And what had happened was the group had stopped on their sand skimmer, a sort of skiff-like vessel used to sail over the very soft sand of the Great Sand Sea of the Anarok Desert. They came up to a oasis to fill their water supplies, and after disturbing the surface of the water in various ways, they were set upon by a large ship that rocketed to the surface via a pillar of water, either by some form of magic or perhaps some sort of air-filled balloons inside of the hull of the vessel. Either way, the group now is staring across the water of the oasis at a large ship manned by sort of short, stubby, fish-like people, one of which is playing a rather threatening war drum. And one of the sails of the vessel has unfurled, and the vessel begins to move towards the party and their current situation. And that's where we'll pick up. You're muted.
Do you think they know that how long have they been? They've been under the water. Oh shit! What's the? Jermina's like, he's like waving. Silkaz.
I'm assuming that Silkaz and Olin are already up. And they're...
Yeah. Like, Jeremy and Marty have already washed a sword next to them.
Is it bad that I completely forgot the Knoll's name?
Thrix. His name is Thrix.
Okay, I was about to call him Thrax.
Close enough.
That's a dude from Osmosis Jones.
Close enough.
He would have answered to that. It's a vowel. It's close enough.
Silkaz is going to Thrix!
Huh? And he's kind of got a towel over his face. He's been cooling himself off. He lifts it up. Oh shit! He begins moving and sort of pulling at ropes to get the vessel ready to depart.
Okay, I need you to go into my things, and I need a robe. Because I do just have my bits out in the breeze. And I don't like showing off my bits off in the breeze for free. That's okay. I need to stop making jokes. This is not. So because I need my whip. It needs to be
Silkaz is
one.
Behind Jeremy, you see this vessel slowly sort of beginning to pick up steam across the water, and you hear a dum dum dum.
Silkaz is going to look. Does Presty what's Presty's range?
Prestidigitation?
Yeah.
Should be 30, right?
How is Jeremina 30 or 30-ish feet away, roughly?
I would say so. The vessel parked about 20 or so feet from the edge of the water.
Silkaz is going to cast Prestidigitation and basically the first words that came to mind. You know, Sexy Clone no Jutsu, where he puts clouds over the sensitive parts? That's exactly what he's gonna do, using prestidigitation on Jeremina. So, like, little cloud bits have covered her sensitive.
Oh my god.
Excellent.
Little clouds have covered her sensitive bits.
You have appealed to middle school Jason, and therefore excellent job taking inspiration.
How close is the boat from this the edge of the sand?
So the boat is sitting on the soft sand of the Great Sand Sea, and it is about 20 feet from the edge of the water.
Okay, so it's go ahead.
Yeah. Are you talking about the vessel that came up out of the
big
water?
one? The big one.
It's probably about 70 or so feet away currently.
Okay, and what's
but it's picking up speed very slowly. There's not much wind currently.
Should be going. Let's. Marty's running to the thing.
Oh, yeah. Termina paused to evaluate how big the clouds covering her were, and she's like obviously really upset by the size of it. Like, she does look a little offended. But she'll like recover and start hopping over towards the boat.
Okay, fair enough. Thrix is just loosing the sail, and it seems as though he intends on just beginning to flee in whatever direction is convenient.
Olin will jump on and he'll be near the back edge of the boat watching the bigger boat coming after them.
Okay, fair enough. As you all are doing this, the larger vessel with the fish people aboard appears to be picking up steam, sort of crossing over the water, and you sort of see it begin to, as it's picking up speed, like you see the hull begin to lift out of the water, and there looks to be some sort of apparatus underneath that is giving it a bit of as it's picking up, it's giving it a little bit of elevation as it's lifting up, probably to transition onto the sand.
Silkers, do you have a robe, or are the clouds your thing?
The clouds are what I'm doing until I can get you a robe. So, because it's like hauling ass to the boat.
Fair enough. It is like I said, fairly close to the edge of the water surface. Rhea is doing her best to assist Thrix, and Faye is in the same sitting position she was last you saw her.
Faye, can you get me a robe? And he's going to try and swing himself onto the boat.
Okay, easy enough. It is fairly low. And Faye will pop an eye open, and will say, "Why?"
Olin will offer his hand. Olin will offer his hand to anybody.
Marty is going to take Olin's hand and say to EB3, "EB3, get the traveling clothes out of my bag." And there'll be some clothes for one.
Silkis is already tossing a robe over.
Oh, never mind. Combat mode.
Marty, I really appreciate the confidence, and your bits definitely different from my bits, baby.
I bought some for everyone.
You do not have clothes in my thighs. Why would you buy clothes for me? No, let's talk about it. Marty, you bought me clothes instead of buying water skill. Oh shit, the boat's
Everybody hold on! At which point rips one of the guidelines to the sail, and the sand skimmer sort of takes off, catching what little wind there is, propelling the group forward over the sand as the sort of larger vessel with the smattering of fish people aboard the deck follows along, and as you all are sort of tracking it, it lifts up out of the water, utilizing what speed it has generated up on those fins, and then sort of boom, slams into the sand bank, slows a bit, and then eventually begins picking up speed once again.
Beans.
That, I will have everybody roll initiative. Did you have something, Silkas?
I was just gonna say, it's technically like a high level. It's like proper level spell casting, so I'll save it for combat. But as it goes, he just like wraps his hand in one of the ropes, and as it lurches forward, he hisses because of the burn that is inevitably going to show up on his hand.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Can we have our?
Well, yep, I'm about to drop us into the map. So let's see here. Bam.
Yeah.
All right.
I am going to keep a tight eye on the time to make sure that once it hits like 10:50, just in case.
Not a problem. Yeah. All right. So
change to potatoes.
Hey Sam.
Oh no, because remember, oh god, look at it go.
Yo.
Can you tap on your microphone for me? You're not using that microphone.
1 second.
I knew something was wrong. I'm like, I knew something wasn't right. I just couldn't tell.
Oh god.
Because you were like so quiet, and then I turned you up, and then you were so deep, but you didn't get louder. I was like, what the fuck's going on?
There we go. Oh my god.
Let's see.
we just add everybody to the combat here. Got everybody. I'll go combat state. Good lord. All right.
What are you, a Norker?
How about now?
Tap on it. Yep, there you go.
Ooh, what a nice, sexy little initiative.
Oh, goddamn.
Here, I'm gonna quick log out. Configure settings. I wonder if there's a way to change module settings. Pop out potato mode. Show dialogue.
Also, if any of you need any inspiration, I've got 13k in the bank. So
yeah.
I think I have like 185 or something.
I have infinity. Because I'm the account.
Oh yeah, you can just give out
I know.
anytime.
Literally just says infinite. That's all it says.
Hoarding us.
Yep.
Head up to the D&D club and start.
Exactly. It just comes out of a bracer. I'm not even doing anything.
It's one of those fucking guns.
Mm-hmm. No one notices that it disappears when it touches the ground, but it's it's just continuous making it rain. It's all fake.
All right, Sam, are you good?
Yep.
Okay. Let me roll the remainder of initiatives. I'll start with the members on your vessel, which would be Faye, Rhea.
Oh God.
Thrix.
We're getting so average right now.
Okay. And then we have to roll for the other vessel.
Oh, Thrix is Knoll Hunter. Okay.
Yeah, Thrix is Knoll Hunter and Faye is Necromancer.
Fuck.
Okay, so important note here. We are about to dive into vehicle or vessel combat. Lift the screen. So, as far as this goes for Descent into Avernus, this will become important when the characters or you as players with your new characters get to hell. And that is important for various reasons, and this combat is designed to begin to familiarize you with doing combat in this way. Because it is not the same as standard D&D combat. You'll notice a couple things about your screen, or the combat map for those who are watching. The first is that there are vehicles or vessels. Yours is much smaller than the other one, but both of these vessels have a speed of 30 feet. With your action and your bonus action, there are other things that you can do while aboard one of these vessels, and they are in regards to driving one of these vessels. And as far as the action goes, drive is the action. To drive, you need to be within 5 feet of we'll call it the helm space, or the area where the driving is done. For your vessel, it is about where Thrix is standing, the Knoll Hunter. He currently is the driver of you guys' vessel. If you look over at the other vessel, there's sort of we have global illumination on, so you should be able to see everything that's happening on the combatant vessel. You should be able to find a goblin boss sort of towards the rear of the vessel. That goblin boss is standing at the helm of the opposing vessel. While standing at the helm, or in the driver's position, you can take the drive action, which propels the vehicles forward its speed, which in this particular instance would be 30 feet. You can also steer the vessel, which basically boils down to a change of orientation. So if you said, I would like to turn left, or I would like to turn right, you can utilize that as part of the movement or the drive action to say, okay, I'm going to move the vehicle's speed and I'm going to turn right. Or I'm going to drive half the speed and then turn right. There's any number of combinations here with the drive action, but you do need to be within 5 feet of the helm. And if there are contested drive actions, so if you were to get aboard the enemy's vessel and want to rip the wheel away from the enemy driver, you have to make a contested athletics or acrobatics check. And that does burn your action, which is dangerous. So, yeah, I mean, you guys understand action economy. You know how that works. So, it's a contest between the two drivers, the enemy driver and the current driver, to maintain control of the vehicle. This being said, there are also bonus actions that you can take while driving the vehicle. The first one is to turn the engine on or off. This is what we would call a brake. It allows you to begin to slow the enemy vessel. Know that it dissolves over time. So if you were to pull the brake or turn the machine off, it will continue to coast. So if there are other enemies in the location, if you were to board and turn off the enemy's war machine, or in this case, cut their sails, or however we'll flavor it, they can still recover by utilizing their bonus action to turn it back on. So there is a bit of positioning involved here, where if there is an enemy close, it might not be worth the use of your bonus action to turn the war machine off. Likewise, a bonus action that can be taken by someone who is in the driver position, or someone who is driving, is to utilize the dash action or the disengage action. Now, this is important for two reasons. The first reason is that you can dash, which basically is pushing your vessel further than it might be able to. So in this case, we might be straining the ropes, or the straining the actual structural rigidity of the mast, or something like that. You can do this a certain number of times up to the vessel's constitution score. In this particular case, due to the fact that you're not intimately familiar with this vessel, you do not know Thrix's catamaran's constitution score, but perhaps in the future, if you were to get intimately familiar with the vessel, you may know its constitution score. And after a certain point, it's 3 plus the con mod of dash actions. The vessel may begin to act a little temperamentally, and you may have some mishaps or complications from pushing the vessel from either trying to run away or position, etc., etc. Finally, I know on the cheat sheet I gave you guys, it says insert a soul coin or demon ichor into the engine. Obviously, in this particular instance, that doesn't apply. We're mostly dealing with the drive action and the bonus actions involved with steering and navigating vessels. Does anybody have any questions?
Nothing that can't be accomplished by looking at the cheat sheet.
Okay.
Can you start that over from the beginning? Lower.
I didn't quite catch.
Just for the people on the stream, I did take a screenshot of the bonus action, and I did put it on our scene, so you can see the 2 options that we have available. If you guys want me to, I can repost it in our chat, so that way you guys can see it, because he did post just the bonus action earlier, just so it got lost in the weeds.
All right.
There you go.
And with that, are we... last thing.
Oh boy.
Sorry. The movement of the vessel is tied to the vessel. So, for example, if you are taking the drive action as the driver, and you move the vessel 30 feet, for example, that counts as the vessel's movement for the round. And then if you want to dash with it as a driver, there's
things for that.
Yes. So basically the thing is that the vessel can only move up to its speed every round. But you can dash it multiple times, but then that may lead to complications. I guess what the reason why this rule is in place is to prevent driver switching for the purposes of running away very fast.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Disengage the boat.
Well, we'll get to disengage. Because bonus action, you can use a bonus action to disengage the boat, which may actually save multiple attacks of opportunity. Basically, when ships are alongside of each other or vehicles are alongside of each other and you use bonus action to disengage, you can spare multiple people from attacks of opportunity. Basically, like when 2 things are up alongside each other and they're 5 feet away and you're like poking back and forth with a halberd or whatever, if the driver takes a disengage action, everybody that's in 5 feet along the side of the vessel gets the disengage action. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Okay. This being said, and the reason why I covered that is we are jumping into initiative, and the goblin boss, who is currently the driver of the opposing vessels, which just for the purpose, I literally just made him a different character so I knew who the driver was. I guess he's a goblin and he takes his scuba mask out of his mouth. And he is going to utilize the drive feature to urge the vessel that has just struck this sandbank forward, continue driving at its speed, which is 30 feet. And for that, we are going to go ahead and say, whoa, that is the wrong thing. Okay. And
The second to last blood drop from Jeremina.
this one, right?
Yep. Yep.
Right. And then we just grab everybody and move them up here. So as you all are moving, and the and Thrix is urging the ship onwards, the vast expanse of their sails and just the overall size of their vessel is pulling through the sand a bit faster. You see it kind of come up close, and there's this sort of skull-like edifice on the front of the ship with a gaping maw at the front. Okay, and it is now one of the... Whoops. One of the... Why is this doing this to me? Boop, boop. Okay. It is now one of the people aboard's turn, and it is a fish person who is a melee attacker. They sort of peer over the front as the ship bears down. Silkez, it is your turn.
Okay.
Give me 2 seconds. I have Hannah standing here.
Hi, Hannah. I will say, for me, it looks kind of wonky. I'm assuming everybody is on the ship, and then all the fish are on the...
We reload it.
Okay.
Yeah, if everybody's off the ship, then yeah, just reload.
Yeah, we were having that issue earlier.
Come on, Foundry, do your thing. I was going to take... Oh, wow. Is she doing corsetry again?
A stay for...
A stay.
The Ren Fair.
Nice.
Oh god, I'm at the bottom. Oh wait, hold on. Why did I roll for EV3?
So I will tell you guys, I was thinking hypnotic pattern.
Ooh, fun. I like it.
Yeah.
Also, I just realized that EV3 doesn't need a initiative. It's been a second.
Let me check the rules on hypnotic pattern.
So I have it up already because I was looking at it. In the air, in a 30-foot cube, a hypnotic pattern is done. Any creature within that area is charmed, and if they have to beat my spell save DC. If they are charmed, they're incapacitated with a movement of 0.
Damn, if you hit in the right spot on that ship, that's almost everybody.
Right.
Yep.
The thing is, though, 2 out of 4 of us need to board the ship to do damage.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's a one-time thing.
is it?
Yeah.
I can... Let me check the time on it really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because if you...
Because if it lasts...
Yeah,
Let's
okay,
see.
it appears for a moment and vanishes. Okay, yeah, no, that's a strong opener.
Yeah, because if the driver gets incapacitated, that gives us a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, Jason, I realized that EV3 doesn't need an initiative, so if you want to take it off, feel
Oh,
free.
yep. I will do that.
Alright, so... Silkes is going to cast hypnotic pattern.
Okay.
Foundry. I know you're doing your best.
What's the range
But
on
do
it?
better.
Like 120.
I'm about to see.
Yeah, it's 120
Yeah.
feet.
Oh my god, that's actually right where you would need it to. Literally, if you don't move, you're to get maximum. You're pretty much gonna hit it almost like full range.
Mhm.
Okay. And they're making what kind of save? Wisdom?
He's gonna
Yes.
yeet that. Yeah, whiz save. Right here. Get fucked, fish people. No offense, fish. Sorry.
Ooh.
Okay. Hold on.
I'm
Shit. I'm just gonna. We'll use not asleep. We'll use stunned. I'm gonna just zoom in here for a second.
A fucking 6.
Well, that's for one.
I know.
I'm just gonna go down the line. They're not particularly wise. 18, so that'll save, right?
Yeah, that one will save.
Okay.
Just knock out the
whoops.
driver. That's all.
For reference, where the
19 will save, I assume.
Jesus.
yeah, that'll also save.
Okay.
Goblin, you better not save.
Okay,
Goblin,
this
you-
one. Oh, Wisdom saving through.
Small save DC is
normal.
14. Anything over 14.
Okay.
Did you got another one?
Yep, this guy's out. All right, this guy. Because yeah, it goes both ways, right? Or no, it's a cone.
It's a cube.
It's a square. It's cube.
Oh, okay. So this guy is actually unaffected. I was well. Actually, here's what I'll do. I'll give it to you. I'll give you this guy since I already rolled that one.
Okay.
Sorry. My
So
bad.
we have the caster, the backup driver.
Oh wait, can you not see the cube that I set down, Jason?
No. I see it now. You guys were measuring on either side of the mass, so I was like, oh, is it like this big ass cube looking thing?
No, that was just me being dumb.
I'll give you. I'll give you the 2 that failed.
Okay.
Sorry, my bad on that.
You're all good.
But
I also want to know
the-
what kind of name Norker is.
It's actually, I think it's a clan name of some kind because it's actually a goblin.
Okay, so
I'm using goblin stats because my original intent had put this to be a
So-
goblin encounter.
two of the fish and the caster are down. What about the driver?
All right, I'll do driver. We'll
Come
do
on.
saving throw, normal.
Oh, let's go.
Okay, so that's the driver. The driver is out,
It's only one fish is available to help
which is
in the back.
fantastic. And then we'll do the war leader. He's got a roll.
Oh, my bad.
Saving through normal. It's also out.
Fuck yeah.
So cool. Anything
Can I
for
flavor it?
your? What's that? Oh, you most certainly can.
Can I flavor it really quick? Yeah,
course.
awesome. So Silka's taking advantage of the kind of shimmering on the sands that most deserts have due to the heat haze rising up. He, technically speaking, takes a hold of it and rises it higher, so that way it's somewhat of an illusion. They think they can still see the ocean rippling beneath them, and that's how he manages to affect the back of the ship.
Sweet. Yeah, that's awesome. Awesome. So question: do they get saves at the end of their turn or at the beginning, or do they not get it until they're injured?
So no, it's instantaneous. So
Oh, so it's one round sort of thing.
yeah, one round.
No, 1 minute.
No.
1 minute.
No. Yeah, the effect ends once they take damage or someone else shakes them out of it.
Yep.
Okay.
Ah.
1 minute elapses.
Okay, yeah, because you're concentrating on it. I see. Okay, excellent. Yeah, so that heat rises up, and there's sort of the shimmer effect, which the backside of the vessel is just dumbfounded by. The front of the vessel seems unaffected. And with that, is there anything else, Silkez?
I don't think there's any bonus actions he can take right now. No, not yet. That's
All
it.
right. Fair enough. Great turn. This guy's dazed. This guy right here is going to catch wise to what is happening. Given, well, actually, would he? Let me just, because it's only just happened. So just have him make a intelligence check. Yeah, no. So he's moving into boarding positions actually. So he's gonna move up and will hold his action should the vessel get within striking distance. Okay.
I do have a quick question.
Yes.
Is tying yourself or another person considered a bonus action or a proper action?
I would consider it an action because it would have a tangible effect on certain interactions that would happen. So I would akin it to a help action.
Okay.
All right. Oh, goody. So it is now the it is now the foremost fish person, the one closest to the helm, or sorry, not the helm, but the front of the vessel, that skull shape with sort of the open maw. And for those of you with a clear view, which may not be many of you, Thrix definitely does, EV3 probably does, but probably not many else of you. The fish sort of walks forward, and what all of you do here is a tick 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 tick, as some sort of mechanical thing is being shifted, and there's a brief sort of moment of pause before there's a shaboonk, which, for those of you familiar with siege weapons, if there are any of you, would sound like a ballista. And out of the maw of the skull comes
Oh my god.
a sort of a flaming large arrow that just sort of comes down and hits right around in this why is this not right around in the vicinity of the rear of the vessel, and it sort of boom makes a impact, and I need Jeremina, basically, to make a dexterity saving throw as the catamaran sort of bucks and twists. The rest of you hear like this creaking sound as the explosion sort of twists the center of the or twists the main body of the catamaran upwards. The rest of you remain sort of low down. It flexes.
Well,
12. You sort of are shook by this and are knocked prone.
Okay.
Likewise, Thrix is also knocked prone.
Fuck.
And as he's attempting to catch himself, he's reaching out for the edge of sort of the little hut, the little house on the center of the catamaran. He misses it and boom, hits the sand. He is over.
Fuck.
Oh, fuck. That's our driver.
hey, y'all, I really don't mean to emphasize or, Marty, please, the boat. I've never been on a boat. I know I'm from Luskin, but I've never been on a boat. I mean,
I'm coming.
All
Give
right,
me a second.
excellent. This guy is another melee fighter. Let me see if he sees what's happening behind him with regards to the charm effects. Okay, so he does. He does sort of see this magical effect occurring behind him. And he rolled high enough to know better. He is going to...
He rolled high enough to be like, wait a second, that's a mirage.
Yeah, so but he's also dumb. So he's gonna swap across the deck of the ship, and then right where he sees the mirage, he's gonna like tentatively reach out and sort of touch it.
Marty's the last one.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're all good.
Reach out and touch it to see if he's affected by the magic. And that will conclude his turn. Okay. Jeremina, it is your turn.
Okay. So what's my speed when I'm crawling?
So you would basically be moving at half movement, and if you want to stand back up, that is also half movement. So either way, you've got 15 feet.
Okay, Jermina's going to, she's kind of reaching around, and she's gonna pull herself up, and you hear her spine popping.
Ooh.
Like there's things moving in her body that should not be, and she's like, oh god. Okay, alright, y'all. Nobody wants me driving the boat. And she's gonna carefully pick over everything. And this is just from it. It's gonna take like 10 feet of movement, find her things, and utilize her item interaction to pull out a night robe, slip it on, and pick up her snake whip. And she's gonna kind of turn around and go, oh god. Okay, everyone. The Rex is overboard. He's basically dead. There's fish people. One of them's a goblin. And they're
He's not dead. It's fine. It's fine.
He's literally just like right over there. We're not moving that fast.
He'll be able to. If he dashes, he'll be able to climb back up. You just have to help him up. At least lend him a hand.
Okay, I'm not doing that. Anyways.
Continue with the dramatics, please.
Okay, and with 5 feet of movement left. Let's see, she's gonna step forward 5 feet of movement. And so, 1 second. I'm sorry, I didn't. She is going to, let me double check that I have this. Okay, I did not. Alright, what Jermina is going to do is, armed with just her whip, I think she's going to utilize the dash action and kind of crawl forward on the netting. And I know this like isn't anything, but you know, she's just in prime position to help him up or whatever. She's covering this area.
Sure thing.
Okay, well, someone has to get on the wheel because they're totally about to start fucking us. Okay, so going good. It's going good, everybody. We got it. Whoa.
All right. Anything else, Jeremina?
That ends my turn.
Okay. It is Faye's turn. She remains sitting and sort of looks over at the vessel looming down on you all with bemusement. She will take her action to do so, and that concludes her turn. Olin, it is your turn.
All right, how fast are
Pathetic.
are we still at a slow pace? It's basically a slow cop chase right now.
Yeah, pretty much. The vessels are moving at about 30 feet per round.
Okay.
So basically, like your standard combat run.
Okay, how high is this thing off the ground? Like to jump up?
It's basically like it's probably 10 feet up from you guys. It's a larger vessel, but do know that with the way that ranges are technically done by the rules, you don't have to worry about elevation unless it's extremely extreme.
It's more so just to see if I can jump up. That's all.
I mean, do keep in mind that your jump is part of your movement, and if you were to have any additional distance via teleport or something like that, you could theoretically use a jump as part of the movement and then teleport. There's nothing stopping you from doing it.
Do I have the dash yet? I don't remember.
Yes, you do.
Do I?
Oh, as a bonus, that's cunning action, which
That's
I
right.
believe would be
Yep.
second level.
Okay. Olin. Olin's gonna see everybody kind of disheveled a little bit, and saw the ballista. He's gonna jump off the boat. He's gonna run 30, which is about there, and bonus action dash to the edge of the boat.
Okay, easy enough.
Where am I climbing so I know what number I'm at?
You could start climbing right there, but I would also say, due to the fact that you're at what, 50 feet currently. If you get right up to the edge of that sort of skull apparatus. On the front.
Yeah.
Okay. So due to the fact that everything is moving to the right and you're moving to the left, you only use 20 feet of movement to do this.
Okay, so I'm at 20 feet right now?
You are at 20 feet of movement current. Or no, if you want to get right up next to that skull, you are at 20 feet of movement.
Okay.
Currently, you are at 10 feet of movement. Because keep in mind, everything is moving. So if you're running at the oncoming vessel, your movement is halved.
Got it, thank you.
Yep.
You just fucked me up.
Sorry.
So instead of 30 feet of movement, I have 15 feet of movement. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah, so you're currently at 10 feet of movement, which means you have whatever... So if you take your movement minus 10, that's how much movement you have left currently where you're standing right now.
I love you. I'm trying. For some reason it is not clicking and I feel bad.
No worries. It's fine. To get to where you want to go, you need to use 10 more feet of movement.
As the dash.
Yes. You've currently used 10. You need to use... No, not even the dash. So...
Oh, so like my steps have doubled.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got it. Yes. So technically I can get up to 60 and that's my 30 feet of movement.
Absolutely.
Got it. Alright. Fuck me.
Whereas if you were going the other way, it would be divided by, right?
Got it. Multiplied.
Yeah.
Let's go. Fucking supersonic. Okay. So then Olin's gonna get to here at whatever, and he's gonna climb up the 10 feet. Or
climbing is done at half speed. So for 10 feet, you would get 5 feet up.
Okay.
But that would also stop you from getting run over, which would be nice, right?
Yeah. Well, since I have such a huge running start, how do I figure out how much I can jump up? Like, my strength is 10.
Hold on. What's your
10
score?
10.
Okay.
I feel like I'm just gonna make it. If not, I'm under.
How tall is Olin?
5'9".
Got it.
That's my average until something changes.
I could have guessed it.
All right, so with a running start, your long jump is 10 feet horizontally, and you can jump 3 feet off the ground. But you can reach up and grab something 11.6 feet off the ground. So you would be parallel with the deck.
Oh, so I could actually high jump this bitch.
Yeah, because you're jumping up and grabbing, right?
All right, so then I would be here?
Yeah, we'll say that.
Okay. So then, all right, so I see what's going on. All right, and I know, so I can safely assume this motherfucker, this dickhead right here is the one that did the ballista.
Yep.
All right, bonus action dash up to his face, and he says something in Barovian, and he uses...
Mayhaps yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
May your soul find peace, and he's going to attack with the +1 dagger.
Okay. Go to town. Roll to hit.
12 to hit.
Still haven't seen that.
The fish person looks at you, and as you sort of jab your dagger towards them, they sort of like whip their flipper and are able to divert it. It does not hit.
Okay. Olin.
But you are aboard.
Yep. And I'm distracting the guy that just almost destroyed the boat. So we're good. That's what I want.
Okay. Anything else?
Action, movement, action, bonus action, all done.
All right, sounds good. This dude is stunned. Nope. Is this dude also stunned? This dude is also stunned. It is Thrix's turn, which, good news, everybody, we're going to learn some more mechanics, which is what this fight is about. Thrix...
Plan for him to fall off.
What? No. So, Thrix was the driver of the vessel, which would mean that the last known traveling of the vessel was 30 feet forward, and with no driver at the helm currently, the vessel will move forward the additional 30 feet. It's right there, right?
Ah, bitch!
And then...
Hold on. Jeremina's
Well, I'm about to move everybody. They're two separate layers. Don't worry.
No, I know, but that's where Jeremina should be on 30.
Yep. Oh. It's even further. You're right.
That's why I'm holding this for you.
Yeah, thank you. That we're gonna and this is why I'm running this combat. We got to learn how to do this.
You may need to get do like the Excel thing where it's like a different shade on each line.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's not a bad idea.
Just a slight like grayish thing, you know what I mean? So it doesn't kill the mood of the map.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, and Thrix is also, he's fallen, and
He can't get up.
And he's a victim
Sorry.
of the movement of this combat because he has fallen.
Oh fuck.
So he is also going to, much like Olin did, get even though he's technically stationary, get a bit of benefit of the movement, and will move closer to this vessel.
Let's go. I got a buddy.
Yes, exactly. At which point, as this all has happened, he rolls up to his feet and rights himself, seeing his vessel begin to move away from him, and seeing this massive ship come towards him. He's going to do much similar to what Olin did, and begin to move forward.
I got my boarding buddy.
Wrong thing. Alright, so he is going to go ahead and do exactly what Olin did, but he doesn't have cunning action dash, so he's just going to get up on that skull, and then we'll utilize his full action to get up to the deck. And he's much bigger than Olin is, so his jump is really more of a, he just puts his arm up there.
Motherfucker.
He's what, like 7 feet tall?
Yeah, he's huge.
Listen, okay? It's not about the size of the person, okay?
So Thrix rolls around, and right before he begins to climb, he sort of rolls off of his back this sort of large tree branch size longbow that he carries, and he sort of remains stationary for a bit, letting the ship come towards him, and then clears the distance the rest of the way. And Olin, you feel sort of a massive presence sort of boom slam down right next to you just after you had taken that swing at that fish person. And sweet. With that, it's Rhea's turn, and she's going to look at the rest of the party and be like, what should I do?
Get to the helm! Get to the helm of the ship! Do you know how to drive?
No!
You know how to cut a line, break us, make a stop.
Don't do that.
Okay, then you tell her what to do, Marty.
Get on the ship. Help out Olin and Thrix.
No, I don't want to get on the ship.
You can go on the ship too.
We can't all get on the ship.
Someone needs to stay here to protect you.
I'm going to stay here.
Um,
EV3's right there, and
At which point Rhea will sort of, she had her sword like halfway out of its sheath, and then she just sort of puts it back down, and will point out towards the front of the vessel and be like, I don't necessarily like that. And she'll point off in the distance, and there are these sort of large mounds of stone erupting out of the desert.
Which direction? In front of us?
We used to ride these babies for miles.
Kind of big.
So she's pointing directly in like the front of the front of the ship. So she's basically being like, we're hurtling towards a shitload of rocks.
Cool. Great.
Delightful.
Lovely.
Okay.
Marty, you have to get up there as soon as possible.
What do you think? God. I take 100 fucking engineering class.
Great. Actually, Rhea is going to utilize her movement to get to the rear of the ship, just in case, like, you guys get boarded. Marty, it is your turn.
By the way, Marty,
what would you like to do?
Marty, welcome to the army. Yeah, welcome to the army.
Yeah.
You take one course, you're an expert.
Yeah, right? Okay, so Marty is just gonna be like, shit, and go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and just like grab hold of the helm, probably like making the thing swerve in the way it's not supposed to at first, and be like, shit, God, this is fucking heavy. So like, what do you want me to do? I'm holding it.
Make us
You need to steer us away from those rocks.
Oh my god. Okay. Let me double check. Shit. Because apparently this is my job now. Oh god.
now.
Hey, you said
I knew it was always
when
going-
we got to hell, we would have to depend on Marty for driving.
Yeah. I forgot. Okay. So yeah, Marty is going to use her action to try to steer us away from those rocks.
Okay. Great. We're getting into steering. Wow, it's like this entire encounter.
You're an asshole, Jason.
It's just about how these things work. Okay, which direction
All
are you
according to
turning?
Keikaku.
When Doggo left.
right.
Does left seem to be clear?
So, before you have kind of a after Rhea pointed things out, and you kind of see the expanse of stone and rocks. There's really no avoiding this stone field without doing a complete 360. But also at the same time, you're looking at it, and there is enough space between the rocks that you could, with a bit of skill, navigate between them. It's up to you.
I remember this scene.
Yeah,
Does
right.
Marty have the skills to pay the bills?
God, never tell Marty the odds.
Yes, good.
She will. Okay. Strix said this rope. Okay. Fuck it. And she will head towards the fucking rock field, I guess.
All right.
Let's go, Billy Badass.
So
Oh,
this is
God.
important. The ship, or the vessel, the vehicle, whatever you want to call it, has already moved 30 feet this round. So with your bonus action, you could elect to push it, to dash, essentially. Or you could just take over the position of driver, and next turn, the vessel would move its normal speed. It's up to you.
Okay. This is flashing back. Marty is driving for the first time. She is the kid with her permit going 30 miles in a 50. She will not be dashing anytime soon.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought you were going the other way because, like, I know when I had my permit, I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know when I had my driver's permit.
Okay.
You guys are insane.
Yes.
But Marty will take the helm, and saying it's out, she barely knows how to drive it. She is going to be like, EV3, help me! And we'll call EV3 to basically give. Can EV3 give the help action? Let me double check. I think
The jury
they
calls EV3 to the stand.
can.
Huh?
Damn, it doesn't say on the sheet. I think EV3 can give help actions, right?
I am not sure. I'm going to be totally.
Regardless, this thing is heavy, and Marty has noodle arms, so she is just going to be.
So EV3 is going to just be like hand.
Basically.
Okay. Fair enough.
Mm-hmm. And then she will whip her head to Jeremina. Oh. And we'll see she's gone.
You thought she.
What, baby? I'm sorry. What?
You're supposed to look over a little bit. You're supposed to look over a little bit more to the right.
Okay, so I'm looking at where we are directed.
Mm-hmm.
It is not what I thought we were doing. But you know what? It's really Thelma and Louise, you Marty. I'm into it. Let's do it. Let's die to rocks. We don't have to. We're gonna go to hell anyways.
I hate you.
Let's go the fast way.
The good thing is we are a fairly small skiff, so ideally we shouldn't take too much damage weaving through those rocks, and because their ship is so huge, it
So
shouldn't.
I want you to look me in the eye and tell me Marty can weave. And she's gonna point at EV3, like controlling the thing. I know weaving.
I like to picture that Marty can barely look over the steering wheel.
She's ratatouilleing EV3 right now.
Pretty much. Like, she is using
Sitting on
EV3
EV3's
as,
shoulders.
Like, what is like bionic, like shields, like make her stronger, basically. But
I love
she'll
that
be like,
thought
"If
now.
you feel like staying on the ship, you can grab my crossbow."
I don't need that.
No, I was talking to the red one.
Well, I
Mina.
also have
The red one.
No, I'm just gonna go over there and let them know.
I can't believe
going by suicide pack.
I had to watch my Jeremina experience a microaggression.
All right. With that, Marty, did you have anything else?
It was her action to drive.
It was indeed.
Okay.
But you do have a bonus if you want to push, but also you can cast a spell, things like that. Your choice to utilize your action to drive does not discount you from any bonus actions that you may have. So
Yeah. Why? I hate Foundry some days. 1 second. Because I believe instructing EV3 to help her was her bonus action.
okay, fair enough. Which is to say, if at any point you do need the help action, I will say that EV3 will provide that.
Awesome.
I'll DM for you at that. Okay, we're back to the top of the order now. If everybody scrolls to the right side of the combat map, you'll find a massive boulder.
Oh, you fucking dick.
Which is the
It's not a boulder.
it's a rock.
Sorry.
Which oh, that was Beauty, wasn't it? Oh,
Beauty hit the rock.
do we want?
We'll be right back.
Yeah. Let's.
We'll be right back.
Cut to it. All right. Welcome back, everyone. Fish are foes, not
Food.
food. Well, I mean, if you cut them finely enough, Lakatha may be able to substitute for sushi in giant households. However, we are not in a giant household, and where we will pick up is after the initial contact with this Lakatha war vessel. They have broken out of the what?
Look at this.
Fish is lamenting the fact that she might be eaten by giants at some point in her life.
Her murderers
Fish are
may be
foes
giants.
and food.
Yep. Fee fi fo fum, I smell the blood of a Lakatha who makes a dope sushi plate, okay? That's just what it is.
Jesus.
Anyways, the Lakatha war vessel breached the waters of the oasis onto the sands of the Great Sand Sea, and some things are happened. Thrix and Olin have boarded the vessel, and Marty has just taken control of the driving of Thrix's sand catamaran. Essentially. And we open back up initiative with Goblin Boss, who is still very much entranced by
The open sea.
the concentration spell, the Mirage that was amplified by Silkez, and with his scuba gear still hanging around his neck. So that completes his turn. And
Unless somebody hits him, he's out for 10 rounds of combat.
well, we did have that one Lakatha will be cycling back around to who tested the waters of the illusion to make sure he wouldn't fall prey, and he's going to go up there. But I also realized that this particular ship isn't dual staircase, so he's actually going to have to use a lot of his movement. I don't think he's going to get there, but either way. All right, it is this Lakatha's turn, and is going to go up and try to hit Thrix.
Try it, you bitch.
Yeah, so draws the scimitar with his fishy hands, swings towards Thrix, who will just place his bow forward and block it with his bow because it's literally that thick. And no bonus actions. So with that, we press onwards. Silkez, it is your turn.
Alright, let's fucking go. Let's see. Hold on, I need to see something really quick. I need to check the spots. Okay. Silk is just gonna continue to fuck the dudes in the back up. I just need to see what the range of Cloud of Dagger is really quick.
Keep in mind you are concentrating currently on the spell that you have. Just
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
Hmm.
Which is fine if you want to replace it. Just general FYI.
He might. I'll be honest, he might keep it up currently. And
Hey, Silkez.
yes.
Well, I'm
What
about
is it?
to go hop over and board the other ship. Why don't I get a little kiss for good luck? Maybe a good parting word?
Silkez will kiss his hand, then gently pat Jeremy's cheek and go, "Please don't die." And
Are you utilizing your
the
movement
second
to
bardic
get with?
inspiration.
Oh, okay. But are you utilizing your movement to get within space to be able to pat that cheek for positioning purposes?
Yes, fucking climbing across that netting.
Oh man, I love Waterworld. What a great movie.
It is a good movie.
Don't die, please. And also utilize the second bardic inspiration he has ever utilized in this fucking game.
Super need a job so I can get this scene commissioned.
I love.
Wait, are you gonna have this cheek kiss scene done and not the one where he actually whole ass kisses her cheek?
There's just a visual to Jeremina in a skimpy nightgown standing on the netting of a Cameron. You know, there's just like a really strong
There's an image here.
Also, like a great desert scape in the background. Like,
Yeah,
All right.
There's a lot happening here.
by design.
And that is it.
All right. Fair enough. You do so. This particular Lakatha is still blinded by the light, and this one here is going to move forward and will attempt to take a swing at you, Olin.
He can certainly try.
Right? He draws his scimitar as he is a fishman pirate.
Rawr.
A 19 to hit.
He does.
All right. 3 points of slashing damage.
Ow.
The lowest he could conceivably roll.
Ow.
Great.
Just to verify, because you were a rogue, Uncanny Dodge is a reaction, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I'm taking Uncanny Dodge for the first time. Just
Okay.
because I can.
So as you see this Lakatha coming up, swap, 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 drawing a scimitar and swinging it across you, you sort of pull back. It catches your cloak and just sort of nicks you for 1 point of slashing damage.
That's the lowest I'll ever get. I'm just excited. That's all.
Yeah, I would have done the same thing. Sometimes it's satisfying to hear that it's just 1 point of damage, right?
Yeah, pretty
Okay.
much.
All right, so that covers this guy, and then all right. Oh, finally, we're into the fun stuff.
What? Jason.
So
that
the Lakatha who had utilized the ballista, the one who is standing directly in front of you, Olin,
Mhm.
and since it is you, Olin, give me 2 seconds. Let me pull up my chart.
What did I just do?
chart.
There's a chart.
I swear to God, if I get yeeted by a ballista, I'm gonna be fucking mad, bro.
No, you're on top of the ballista.
Okay.
I wouldn't reach you. You're good. What I'm gonna actually have you do, and let's see.
Contest?
Nope, not a contest. It's better than that. You'll love this.
I'm so excited.
Go ahead and roll me a d20.
I don't want to.
I mean, I'll roll it for you if you want.
Fuck you.
Yeah, okay.
Fuck! I rolled a 1.
A 1. All right, interesting.
Oh no.
So the Lakatha sort of
Oh no.
takes its distance and drags its fins across, and you see a crackle of lightning,
Motherfucker.
and it will shoot one of its hands forward towards you. Go ahead and roll me a. Wait a minute, hold on. Go ahead and roll me a second d20.
Fuck off, Jason.
Sorry, dude.
I love you.
I don't control.
A 12.
Okay, let me
I'm
just.
such an earnest. Sorry, dude.
It's just, I do the thing, you know.
I'm the guy.
Okay, let's see.
I can't control the die.
Does a 12 hit?
No.
All right. It bam. Its fin lashes out, and you see this sort of arc of lightning reach out towards you, and in the midst of dealing with this scimitar wielding fishman just next to this one, this arc of lightning sort of arcs down and strikes one of the heavy nails holding this massive skull onto the front of this vessel, missing you. Okay, with that ends that one's turn. And this is big hacks. So this is the one that tested the field, feels confident, and is going to start moving to wake up its friends. So it's going to move here to
Somebody
this-
stop that guy!
to this one, and will utilize its action. Which one is this? It's this one. Will utilize its action to wake up this particular fish person.
I can, or I get 3 fucking attack of opportunities.
Okay. That fish person is awake, and we go to Jeremina.
Cool. How much distance is there between the two? But if I moved from this boat to that boat, how much distance is that actually?
It is 75, so it would come out in the wash for you as 35 due to the movement of the vessels.
Cool. Okay. Shit. Can we still have like 8 days of travel? Yeah, let me double check one thing. But I am going to take that 30 feet of movement. Jeremina is going to stand there stoically on the netting, looking way too imperious after having gotten the, light tap from Silkez, and she's going to kind of, okay, my dears, my beloveds, I go now into that thine sweet abyss, and she's going to hop off the netting.
All right, you do so.
Flop into the sand.
God, but
She makes a horrible sound out of her head. She hits the sound. When she hits the sand, it's great. And then she's going to start going, what's itchy? And she'll move
Telling
over.
you, Cole's itching gets everywhere.
And she's
Wow.
how many Star
And
Wars
nothing.
references is that today in this session?
At least 2.
There will be more.
And she
There's
will
another.
utilize her dash and sort of crawl up the skull at like an agonizing pace, and she's kind of like, hi Thrix, hi Olin,
Hey.
hi sweethearts, how are we all doing? Now babies, I don't mean to. And she's going to kind of stand up. She's gonna now, in polite company, fix her robe and sort of tuck it in place with one elbow. And she's like digging through her component pouch. And she's like, hi babies, so we are heading towards a giant boulder. I don't know what Marty's got planned over there, but Thrix, I just wanted to let you know that I'm so very sorry if we lose your little ship. And that I want you to know from the bottom of my heart, it was my fault. So please, if anything happens, don't give Marty any shit. As for these guys, which one's giving you a hard time? Olin, speak quick.
Olin will just point to the one in front of him.
Awesome. And she's going to sort of JoJo Bizarre's pose, kind of to the side, strike out with her 2 fingers, and go, and quicken spell Firebolt.
Damn.
All right, fair enough. Go ahead and roll to strike.
Oh, and we're 5th level.
Yes, we are.
Okay. 17.
A 17 will hit. Go ahead
38.
and roll damage.
Okay. Give me 1 second, because I got the Flames of Pathalagos, so I don't know how that's going to roll up quite yet. Oh, but that's 11 damage.
All right. You do that point and send a blast, and just as it's sort of resolving its lightning spell that it's just cast, it boom struck, and you just see it ash out, just completely obliterated.
as the fireball doesn't fully leave Jeremiah's grasp, it sort of lingers around, and as the firebolt hits and explodes into ash, she kind of retracts it and it wreaths around her. So now if they get within melee range, they take fire damage.
Sick.
And with her little bit of movement left, that's exactly what she's gonna do.
So is that middle fish gone now?
Yeah.
Okay.
It should have a little skull next to it.
I'm zoomed out very far for the map, so I can't tell.
Yep, yeah, so directly in front of you is eliminated.
Sweet.
With Flames of Phlegethos, is it whenever they enter, or is it at the start of their turn?
Any creature within 5 feet of you that hits you with the melee attack.
Okay, so
They
once...
have to hit me and be within 5 feet, and...
Very specific. Got it. Anything else, Jeremina?
Jeremina will look at the other two and go, well, this is so nice. You know, I should go bear more. That is all I'm learning from this. Yeah.
Jeremina visits a nude beach.
I made this uncomfortable. Yeah, this is the. Imagine how I feel. That is my.
Okay. All right. That concludes Jeremia's turn. It's Faye's turn. She opens her other eye and turns her seating position to watch what's happening on the vessel behind the vessel that you all are on. Still bemused. Okay, she uses her action to do that. Olin, it is your turn.
All right, so Olin saw the movement. Does he see the mirage?
Almost certainly, yes.
Okay, and he would, from this distance, could he see that he woke up his fish friend?
Yeah, you would have seen the movement of that fish crossing the deck, basically, and going up and shaking that other one awake.
Okay, and then he does see the guy at the helm still in a daze.
Yep.
Okay. Not wanting to take damage and playing the game, Olin's going to look at Jeremina and go, you seem to got this. And he's going to use Blessing of the Raven and just disappear. He's going to reappear 30 feet here. I believe that's 30 feet. I'm going to verify. Nope, one back. Which it's fine, but I already got this. And then from there, as a transparent, translucent, ghostly Olin is going to run, because that was his bonus action, towards these two fish and jump up on the railing to get to there at his 30 feet of movement. And standing there, he just goes, boo, and stabs the one that just woke his friend up.
All right.
Please, out of everything I just did, please do something.
That is fantastic. Go ahead and roll the hit.
Yes!
Yes, that will hit. Go ahead and roll some damage.
Did I surprise them because I'm ghouly? Or ghostly?
I would say that you did.
I love you.
No, I mean, not only are you utilizing a class feature, you also are coming from across the ship. Like, literally, if that guy had seen you at all, you would have been very far away, and he's not that smart.
Alright.
So, go ahead and roll some damage.
So, damage for normal. 7 points.
Sure.
And sneak attack. 18 points on the first fish.
All right, yeah. So you get up on that handrail and sort of bam dig your dagger into the one that was like shaking his friend awake, and you just hear a And
Oh god, that's a horrible sound.
He
Yeah.
gutted that fish.
yeah, he's out. He's out.
And Olin says something in Barovian, and that's his turn.
Okay. Excellent. That fish is
Gently murdering someone. May your soul find peace.
outstanding. Okay. That concludes Olin's turn. This one is
ignore
still
that.
dazed. Okay, this one. This is the one that's right next to Olin. Mark, I am once again gonna have you roll a d20.
This is payback. I know it.
I am once again asking you to roll a d20.
Yeah.
Oh, he did it earlier.
Okay, let's let me check my chart here.
Oh, please just be a melee attack. Fuck you, bitch. And the best thing is, I stabbed the one that knew what was happening, so he doesn't know anything yet. Let's go.
Jeremy and Olin need the baseball caps.
Okay.
Women want me, fish fear me.
All right. So this particular fish will sort of reach towards their
Who the
belt
fuck?
and will fish around and and grab a dagger and will like very.
Thank you, Toby, for the 19 runs. You scared the shit out of me. Thank you.
Toss a dagger between their hands and then try to stab you with it.
All right.
Am
I rolling again?
I'm gonna roll a attack with a scimitar, but if it hits you, it'll only be a D4. 17 to hit.
Fuck! Yeah, it hits.
Okay. I'm gonna do
Come on, 3 more points.
a D4 plus 2.
Come on, another one. Oh. Okay.
6 points of piercing damage.
So, funny thing about Raven's Queen Blessing, I get resistance to all damage after a teleport. Till my next turn. Until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
So that's 2, and I uncanny dodge, so that's 1. Payback's a bitch, Jason!
No, it's fantastic. Carry on with your business. That's amazing. Yeah, so he tosses this dagger back and forth, and then lunges at you, and it seemed like it was going to hit pretty strong. You're able to, effectively just take whatever armor it is that you're wearing on whichever portion of your body, just sort of sink it in to the blade to catch it, and you only feel just a tiny nick that's able to sort of sink through your armor.
Just adding to the ghostly figure. I love it.
Okay, it's Thrix's turn. Thrix is going to look at this Lakatha that's directly in front of him, given the fact that, you know, he's got a bow, he's ranged, he's just gonna hit him with it. Just gonna like slam his fist into this guy. So he's gonna make a unarmed strike, unarmed strike, which will hit. That's great. Wait, hold on. No, it will not hit. So he makes a wild punch with his fist, with his longbow in it, and the Lakatha is able to get out of the way. At which point he will just go ahead and freaking swing again.
Can I just say that Mars has found another spell that literally incapacitated the entire combat.
It's not going to stop either. Thrix swings again, and the Lakatha is able to get out of the way. The Lakatha are a little more dexterous than he may have expected.
This is the real reason why Silkes can't go to hell.
Okay,
Jason won't allow it.
it's Rhea's turn, and Rhea will turn to Silkes and Marty and be like, "What should I do?"
I'll be honest with you, I don't know. Just keep an eye on that boat. If any fish people decide to board, kill them.
Fine, I'll do that.
Wait.
Grab.
Wait, Raya, do you know how to drive? No, you don't know how to drive. I asked you that
No.
question. Jesus.
Raya, get
I know how to steer a
into
horse.
my
Not
bag of-
drive a sand ship.
Raya, get into my bag of holding. There is my large crossbow. If you feel like hitting something, hit with that.
Also, you know how to drive a horse?
Yes, I'm a hell rider. We all know how to drive horses. At which point she'll begin making her way across.
It's all horses all the way down.
Boop. And yeah, she'll use her action to fish in the bag of holding for the heavy crossbow. Heavy crossbow, you said, right?
Specifically, she'll need to use some of my crossbow bolts, but it is the repeater.
Every
okay.
Hell Rider is a horse girl is my favorite piece of lore.
It's facts. It's just what it is.
I know that mine is over there like nobody gets it. But...
Okay, Marty, it is your turn. So just so you know, for the purposes of continuity, I did not move the chasing vessel closer to you. So currently they are moving in tandem. So if you want to steer the vessel, you would still need to take the drive action.
Yes.
But just know the fact that the two are close to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Which is also to say I'm going to move you guys closer to the boulder after.
Yeah. Okay. So Marty is going to steer away from the boulder,
Okay.
as one would.
Okay.
To the left.
All right. Do you have any intents on dashing or anything like that? Or is your intent just to maneuver away?
Currently it is to maneuver it. Well, she'll call to Silkez. Should I put distance between us?
God, how many? Everybody's on that ship.
Should I get closer then?
Maintain the distance we have currently. It helps that they can't get to us, and we have all our party on that ship, effectively rendering it useless.
Right. Wonderful. Great. Cool. Yeah, so she will use her action to continue doing that. How easy is it for her to turn the ship? Like, does she actually need EV3 there?
Well, steering is part of the drive action, so you would not need EV3.
Okay. So then, in that case, she will say, EV3, go help them. And EV3 will then go ahead and jump off to go and board the ship with everyone else.
Okay. The ships are moving at the same speed, so basically, your movement counts for.
Cool. So then, in that case, EV3 can move 80 feet in around. But I'll wait for you to finish doing what you're doing first.
No, I would assume that EV3 would have jumped before the ships turned. So I'm gonna reset everybody on the ship post turn.
1 moment.
And everybody can
feet.
tell me if their positioning looks correct.
Cool. So yeah, EV3 will move to here and go ahead and is that correct? Balls. Okay, I have one more. Or no, I don't. Fuck. I think I have one more.
Yeah, you put it to the
EV3 will
horn.
Go ahead and jump up to there, and they'll go ahead and use a dash action to get 5, 10. Actually, yeah, 5 or This is weird. 5-1, 5-2, 10-1, 10-2 to there.
Okay.
15. Okay. And we'll go ahead and 20, 25. There we go. And we'll go ahead and flank the one in front of Jeremy now.
Okay. Easy enough.
Nice.
Anything else, Marty?
I think that is her action and bonus action, so that is all she can do.
Sweet. So we get to the top of the order, and this is where this type of thing gets interesting. Goblin Boss is still bamboozled, we'll say, which means that the vessel continues to move forward because Goblin Boss cannot take the drive action.
Mhm.
So, let's see here.
Olin has a plan.
Fear.
Yeah, can you give me a 30 foot off the helm of that? Thank
Right there.
you. Appreciate that.
Mhm.
Boop. They're different layers.
Use Olin as being on the corner of the
Yep.
the rail.
Yeah, you guys are like right there, I would say.
One back, one back.
One more to the.
Yeah.
One more east.
There you go.
West.
There you go. So the ship, the large Lakotha ship, given its driverless state due to the stunnedness of the helmsman that is this scuba laden goblin, it continues careening forward, even though you all have turned, and that will conclude Goblin Boss's turn, given that they're still stunned. Okay, this is the one that is in front of Thrix. I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to attack Thrix with their scimitar. That'll definitely hit.
Damn.
And
Why he gotta be so rude?
damage 3. Man, I'm rolling garbage for damage tonight.
It's a great tutorial, Jason. I appreciate it.
It's about making sure you guys know how the machines are gonna move and like how the transversal works. Okay, ouch. Thrix got slashed. Silkez, it is your turn. The vessel you are on has begun to move at a 45-degree angle. You see the ship in which some of your party mates, your guide, and EV3 now is on, is continuing to move forward thanks to the daze provided by your Mirage spell. What would you like to do?
Oh boy. Let's see. So I'm going to say that, well, they're moving out of range of the Mirage spell because I don't think it can move.
It's technically a one-time thing, so like it flashes them, and then they're sort of like stuck with like
Yeah.
birds over their heads.
So long as you concentrate. At least that's my
Okay.
understanding. That's what I've been rolling with.
I'm controlling their brains.
Yeah.
Fine. In which case, I will say. This is kind of a tough choice, I will say, because I want Silkus to do more, but also if the captain stays dazed, then they might just run into that fucking boulder.
You don't have any like firebolt you can cast off or anything?
Most. Let me check out, because most bardic cantrips aren't really.
I mean, doesn't
I'm also looking for bonus actions. Don't worry.
Doesn't Vicious Mockery have a pretty good range?
Yeah, and it's not concentration.
Baller. Or it doesn't affect concentration.
Oh, 60 feet. No, it doesn't affect concentration. Okay, you'll have to move further up
to the very
helm.
edge.
Yeah.
Oh, keep in mind that the guy in the middle is dead. He's just there for reference.
If you hang off the edge, you could yell to that guy. Or let me see. Yeah, we'll have to move further back for that to be useful. Maintaining like a 60-foot distance, I think, is like the wisest option for spellcasters.
Alright, so... And then from where he was... That's 15 feet, yeah. He'll... Silkus is going to scooch up to the edge of this. And I'm gonna remeasure.
You'd have to move... one more. So like sitting on the very tip.
That's so nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Silkus is going to take hold. Is taking hold of a rope an action or a bonus action?
I would say
Just to, like, wrap it around.
Interaction?
Yeah, I would say in this particular case, because you are still on a square that is the vessel itself, it would just be an object interaction. Because I don't think it would affect your, roll or anything like that. Because you are still on a square that the ship is on, so you should be fine.
Okay. So he's gonna wrap some rope around his hand. He's going to lean forward. And he's going to yell. I've seen manta. That's Alita. I've seen manta rays with better aim than you. And just shout at the fish dude.
Okay, is the one in front of Thrix?
Yes.
Okay. What's the save?
14.
14, but like wisdom or charisma?
Wisdom, yeah.
Okay.
Wisdom.
Wisdom. They are not wise. That is true. 9. Go ahead and roll
Nice.
damage.
3 damage.
All right. Let me toss that on his sheet. You see Thrix sort of swinging his fist wildly at this Lakathan. They're sort of getting out of the way and slashing back at him with their scimitar, and then you sort of hit them with that magical effect, and there's sort of this moment where they like sort of retract back, and you sort of see like a blue-ish like blood seeping down their face. They're still up, but there's only so much these small fish people can do. All right. Anything else, Silkas?
That's it.
Okay. All right. This guy remains
Jeremy,
dazed.
I just heard Silkas shout some words and then saw this fish start bleeding from his eye.
Okay.
You're a wizard.
All right. This is the one that is currently sandwiched between Jeremina and EV3. It is going to evaluate its situation. And it is going to utilize its action to disengage. And therefore remove itself from this situation.
What
And
I imagine it does is it looks at Jeremina, backs up, and then just runs in between EV3's legs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly it.
it is going to start running towards where it believes its like trusted members of its crew to be. And it slides between EV3's legs and runs down towards this mooring net, and then looks up at the helm area where Olin is like perched like a gargoyle atop
Still ghostly, by the way.
Yeah, and it is going to be like, roll shift. And that will conclude its turn.
That was great.
Jeremita, it's your turn.
Shit.
Oh god.
Zoidberg voice.
She's going to
That's
look
just what
at
Aquin
your
sounds like.
EV3. Can you take orders from me, baby?
It would not.
Okay, EV3, you need to go take care of that guy over there. You need to protect Thrix, okay? I'm talking to EV3. I would like to hear the affirmative boot noises.
Jason.
Can we get some boops?
Thank you, EV3.
EV3 is confused because Thrix is not one of the designated people that EV3 is set to, but also it's supposed to listen to Jereminas, so it was making some choices.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
Oh god, AI?
I'll be right back. I gotta go. Or, love you.
It's very Amelia Bedelia.
Jeremina is going to
Just chase after this motherfucker.
she's going to very daintily move across, kind of shimmy. I think she, like, kind of almost slips on the pile of ash and makes another, like, disgusted sound out of her body. She'll take an attack of opportunity if she, like, has to.
Indeed, she will. From this poor fish man just wielding their scimitar like they do.
All fishmen is no fishmen knows
15 to
wield their
hit.
Going to hit.
It is going to hit.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm naked.
That is accurate technically. That is 4 points of slashing damage.
Okay, it hits her with 4 points of damage and is going to take 1d4 fire damage.
Okay. Roll 1d4. Is there any plus on that, or is it just a flat roll?
I think it's literally just a 1d4. So let's see.
Okay, roll it up.
Dang, we go into a fish fry.
That is
Wow.
what I was wondering if it was going to happen. So it slashes out at you, and the flames that are wrapped around your body just sort of lash out in response to the flame coming across. And the sort of, whether it be the omega-3s, the fish oil, just, and it just sort of goes over the edge. It's gone. It's
Damn, smells delicious though.
And as
Oh god.
I want to paint the image.
Sure.
Serena is making long, wide steps across the heated wooden surface of this boat. I think there's like steam coming off of her feet. You know, it's very exaggerated movements. She does not like the feeling of wood on her bare feet. She's in a nightgown. She's bald. She's got both horns capped, and she's wielding this like brass snake whip, and she's like bringing it around like a lasso, and she gets within 10 feet of that fish, and she just kind of snaps it out at him. She's gonna try and hit this motherfucker.
All right, roll to hit.
Okay, I have to adjust this, so don't look at it. Don't look at it too hard.
I do not see it.
I mean, it's so huge; it takes up the fucking entire side. Of the
Jesus. Yeah, you have to
screen.
fucking scroll to see the top of it. I'm not looking at it.
I do not see it.
I do not.
Ooh, 23.
Damn.
A 23 most
Nice.
certainly will hit. Go ahead and roll damage plus the single dice poison damage.
Okay. Let me just double check. Yep. Okay. Oh wait, and 11 points.
Nice.
Do you want to describe it?
Yeah.
So she.
These enemies are soft as dog shit intentional. Enjoy yourselves.
She's bringing it around like a lasso, and I think she snaps it so hard that it like goes through the body, and she doesn't see the serpent like take hold of the innards, but I mean like the corruption like explodes out, and it just very much does give the impression of like a fish that's rotted inside.
Damn.
She like brings it back, and there's like viscera.
Get it.
That was fantastic. I won't expand on that. The only thing I'll do is do the noise as the whip comes back. Is there anything else, Jeremina?
Nope. She will look at Olin and say, Olin, make sure they don't wake up the little dude. But also, we super need to leave the boat like soon, because it's about to go into that boulder.
Olin looks over and goes, still.
I don't like that face, Olin. That's my face. Don't make that face.
He's still transparent too.
Just surrounded by the mist of Barovia.
All right. With that, it's Faye's turn.
This bitch.
And Olin, you see a raven just sort of swoop down in front of you, and provide the help action. You will now have advantage on your next strike.
Okay.
And for those on the catamaran, Faye has closed both of her eyes and gone back to sitting tranquilly.
Simply vibing.
Yep. She
Super.
could have ended this counter many turns ago, but it's not important. Olin, it is your turn.
So using the raven comes through, that's when Olin becomes full non translucent anymore, and gets the fish's attention, goes, "Did you miss me?" And he'll stab him again with advantage.
Okay. The one right next to
The one
killed.
literally in front of him, yeah.
Okay. Yep. Sure. Roll to strike.
With advantage.
Yes.
He's just like his mom.
You see briefly, thanks to your D20 roll on the last turn, the fish take its flipper and sort of make a motion upwards as though it was going to cast a spell to protect itself. And as you sort of dive down, there's a brief moment where your dagger feels resistance, and then there's sort of a otherworldly shattering sound as the shield spell breaks, and you just sort of plunk, dig the blade in. Go ahead and roll damage, and you do get sneak because you did have advantage.
9 points.
Well,
And sneak button, where are you? Sneak. Thank you.
leave me the sneak button, please.
Sneak button. Total 20.
All right.
Damn.
The whatever vital organs these fish people have, you hit them.
All of them.
Yep. There's no bleeding. There's no anything. There's just a simple and then you feel a weight on your blade.
Olin will put him down and say something in Barovian. So then he will take his blade out, drop down. Can he look at this and see if there is a lever or something that looks to be like the stopping lever?
Yes. As you get within 5 feet of the helm, the driver's position, as it were, there are very clear indicators as to what someone could do from this position. You could speed up the vessel. You could brake the vessel. You could. You've already used your action, so you can't steer it, but. Yeah, you could make it go faster, or you could slow it down.
Okay, if I slow it down, will I hit the driver? Like jostle the driver?
No.
Okay, Olin's just going to look at this driver, see he's in a daze, and go, must be nice, and he slams it down and puts the brakes on the boat.
Okay. It bucks slightly. The force of travel continues. If you had to guess, based on this particular vessel, every turn or round, it will lose 5 feet of momentum.
Fuck.
But you are now the driver, so until someone else manipulates the controls, it will do so on your turn.
Nice. And Olin will basically keep an eye on those three, and yell to Jeremina, I think we're slowing down, but I have friends for you up here.
Oh, Lynn. You know how to treat a lady.
And that is Olin's turn.
Okay, fair enough. This guy is dazed. This is Thrix. Thrix is going to get to a safer position on the vessel and will look around at everyone on the vessel. So Jeremina, EV3 can't answer, and Olin, and say, what are we doing?
Trying to stop the boat.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
I think I want to murder everyone and steal their shit.
Okay. All right.
You've seen it before.
It is.
For this.
It is Rhea's turn, and she doesn't really have sight on anything with the heavy crossbow, so she will hold off. Marty, it is your turn.
Cool. Does Marty see that that they are slowing down?
You did see the ship buck. It is going to take a while for it to slow down, however.
Okay. Marty would like to drive the catamaran so that way it will it will be able to sort of pull up and then slow down next to the come up beside the ship.
Okay, so do you want to do a full 360, or are you looking to sort of just come up and brake?
Come up and brake, because Marty is under the impression that because we're sort of in the wind, that doing a 360 probably isn't actually a thing that this catamaran can do.
Okay, fair enough. So I would say that you're already moving on this particular direction, but you would need to utilize the drive action to steer, which would be right yourself, right? Because currently you're moving on an angle. So you'd need to utilize the drive action to steer, and then you could use a bonus action to apply that brake. And yeah, I mean that's pretty much the whole thing.
Cool. Yeah, so she will maintain until we are no longer going to be hit by this thing if it keeps going, and then level out, and then
Okay. Yeah, so pretty much you just have to continue your movement. I mean, what is essentially 5 feet forward?
Mhm.
So pretty much right here. Whoops. And then. And then you are applying the brake, which actually let me get the measurement here, as we should now be.
should we be over a little bit more?
Don't mind the spikes on the side of the ship. They're not
Okay.
important. Actually, yeah, we should be 5 over. My bad.
Mhm.
You
Oh,
you
good,
are
oh, good.
correct. So,
We have plenty of time to slow down. You're good.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The catamaran
Okay,
can.
yeah, that's better.
Yeah, the catamaran can stop quicker than the
Yeah.
than the larger vessel, which is also why I'm about to move it closer to the.
Well, Olin's gonna try to save this boat.
Mhm.
I can't hear you.
He's doing his damnedest. He's doing his bestest.
No, I'm just placing it.
No.
Sorry.
Olin's trying to save the boat to help the team.
All right, so Marty, you right the ship. You right the ship and pull what appears to be a sand handbrake, for lack of a better term. As you pull it, it sort of drops a paddle into the sand, and you feel the ship sort of buck and pull backwards, and you see the Lakatha ship encroaching very quickly. Given its size, it even though it appears to be slowing down, it is slowing down at a much less substantial rate than you are. Is there anything else you'd like to do? Speech is a free action, etc.
She'll shout to Silkas. It looks like they're almost done. There's a lot of blood up there.
It's blubber, but
I expected as much. Did someone cook a fish?
That would be Jeremina. But yeah, that'll be her turn.
Okay. The goblin boss remains stunned despite Olin manipulating his controls.
let's go.
Silkez, it is your turn.
Oh boy. So let me check. Yeah, we're perpendicular with it now.
They all dead except for the top 3.
I was gonna say concentration no longer needed. I don't.
1, 2 still there, still alive. 3 they're still alive. They're still
Yeah,
using
but
it.
Is the goblin still alive? Is the real question.
yes, all the
but
driver's
stunned.
still alive. It just stunned by you.
Alright, but everybody else is dead.
Yes.
Okay.
Fresh fish.
Dungeon
Okay.
meshy up in here.
Bring the
We'll keep him stunned one more round. Silkas is going to turn back to Ray and say, actually turn to Marty and say, how far does that crossbow shoot?
It has a pretty good range. I know this off the top of my head. What are you talking about?
Jesus.
It has range of 100 to 400.
Damn.
Rhea, do you think you could hit that goblin there? He points at the one at the helm.
I could do my best. I'm not the best shot with these things.
It's all right. Get as close as you can. I believe in you.
As Olin's standing right there.
And
Oof.
gonna slap another bardic inspiration onto Rhea.
Okay. Sounds good. She will shoulder up the crossbow and try to take the shot on her turn.
She would have to use it as a regular crossbow because technically it is attunement, but all the bits and bobs are still there for it to be a regular large crossbow still.
Okay, fair enough.
She doesn't know how to work it,
Oh, I'm so excited for Jeremy's turn.
right?
See what she does.
She has
Anything
the-
else, Silkez? Just so everybody knows, I moved the boulder closer because of the
Yes, I
linear
saw.
passage.
No, I don't like that, Jason.
You're gonna be fine. It's fine.
God damn it, Jason.
Okay, anything else, Silkez?
That's it.
Okay. This particular fish person is still stunned. Jeremina, you're up.
Cool. She's going to look at Olin and say, Olin, baby, can I put you on cleanup duty?
After you swing? Sure.
Brilliant. She's
Oh,
going
God.
to, taking the whip in her hand, let me double check her spell slots. Nope, should still have all of them, yeah. She's going to sort of pump her fist, and I think she lets out this, like, guttural sound from her chest, and she's going to use her bonus action to cast Searing Smite.
Okay. Easy enough.
Nice.
And I think it just, like, yeah, erupts with flames. And she's going to, now she's not walking like a goon anymore, she's just kind of hustling over at, like, a hurried jog. Like, she's got places to go.
Mm-hmm.
And if she's coming up on that... Yeah, I don't want to go through the motion of having her walk. I think she goes through the motion of climbing up that little bit, comes over the edge, like hooking her leg over, and before she's even fully up, she just cracks the whip with the boss.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to strike.
Cool, and I am definitely... if Silkes gives his bardic inspiration to another person, do I lose mine?
Nope.
Cool, I'm
It's persistent.
definitely using my bardic inspiration on this, like, no matter what.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Using one of those smites is just deadly.
Mm-hmm.
Get it.
Okay.
That
what's
will-
your bardic inspiration?
What's up?
Silkes.
Oh, D6.
Oh, D6.
Just to make absolutely sure it hits.
That'll definitely hit.
Okay. All right. Damage is.
It's about damn time. Sorry.
1d4
In a minute.
plus 2. I have to fix the stats. It should be using her strength, not her dexterity. But that's fine. 4 plus d6 plus. Another d6. It needs to make a. Oh, nope. Okay, never mind.
Nope.
Damn.
No.
Burn that bitch.
I re-roll that 1d6. It's fire damage.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Like after this is broken.
And it's another one.
Okay, so 12 total points.
Yes.
All right. Math.
Excuse me.
So, you pull yourself up on the railing, sort of giving that height, and past the the helm of the vessel, you see the goblin wearing his scuba equipment or whatever. That and cast out your whip and strike, and there's a boom boom heavy impact. At which point, you see the goblin sort of wake up, struggling, but still alive. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
The flame from my whip will linger on him. He is now on fire, and it will wreath around me.
Okay.
That's it.
Wait a second. Oh wait, no, never mind.
That will end my turn.
Okay, easy enough. It is Faye's turn. She's going to be continued to be uninterested. The Raven will swoop down once again and provide the help action for Olin. Olin, it is your turn.
I gotta do it. I can't.
Bring it home. Bring it home.
But I have to say it. Olin, with his foot still on the brake, is going to look at this goblin boss and go, "I'm the captain now," and stab him with the +1 dagger at advantage.
All right, roll the hit.
I'm the captain now.
Will most certainly hit.
Damage. That's 7. Plus, I'm just gonna scroll up because it's easier with the sneak. That is 18 points of damage.
All right. I'll let you describe it. Go to check.
In a daze, him trying to hit himself with the fire. Olin's just with his foot on the brake, and you can see the brake handles bumping because of the sand. Olin's just gonna tap him and go, "It's not your ship," and stab him right in the heart.
Okay. He crumbles, and you feel the weight of his body slide off your blade. He's done, and
Jeremina will hear Olin say something in Barovian.
the
And
ship is no, actually, you navigated the ship.
And I will use my bonus action because I haven't used it to continue with the slowdown.
Okay. Given that,
Should be 20 feet now because this is the second round.
Yep.
My mouse is on it
Yeah, please, if you could.
right here.
Here, going from the
Right where.
Boop.
Yep, there it is.
20 feet. One more up.
No, that's where it was.
No, that's correct. Give me
Okay,
2
moved that
seconds.
Yeah.
Boop.
He went from he went from the chin. Not right the hair, my chinny chin chin.
All right. With that,
Oh, we might actually not crash this bitch. Let's go.
this is still stunned. It's Thrix's turn.
This is fucking mean.
Okay. Thrix is.
We're only on round 4.
Is going to. Whoa! No, don't do that. Thrix is going.
Fish people.
He's
Thrix is going to move to the sort of edge of the ship and will look over the edge at the catamaran and will sort of call out and say, "Should we jump?"
If you guys can stop. before you hit the boulder, then no, but if you guys don't think you can make it, then yes. Whatever loot there is on that boat will inevitably be scattered about the sands.
Right. It is Rhea's turn, and
Norker.
She doesn't have a target.
she's gonna go ahead and use half her movement to get prone, and will snake her arms through the ropes on the catamaran,
Hold on for dear life.
just in case anything happens. Marty, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Yay. Things slowing down. Marty is going to put a little bit more distance between us and the ship, just in case.
Okay.
Not forward, but like to the side. So like, she would want to move it like 10 feet that way.
Okay, so you're kind of gonna continue to slow down, but steer it sort of up and around.
Yeah,
Okay.
So Thrax's answer
Like
is
passing
no,
it.
don't jump.
like passing a dude in the other lane.
So kind of right here ish.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
We leave Thrax, we take a boat with us.
Okay. All right. You are able to do so. You've already utilized your bonus action to break last turn, so the ship is continuing to slow down and more faster than the larger vessel, obviously. So you do have a bonus action if you'd like to use it.
Cool. Everyone is dead except for like 2 people. Who is
Ye-
awake? Who's alive? That guy. Okay.
Yeah, we've got
Magic,
war leader and
the cast.
what
And just
one
like a
fish
random
homie.
dude.
Yep.
Yeah. One foamy, one could say. EV3, Marty will... EV3 was told to protect Thrix, so EV3 is going to follow after...
Just
and that will
throw,
be EV3's turn.
just throw Thrix off throw him off.
All right. Silkez, you're up.
Let's see. Well, Silkos doesn't know how to drive. Well, now he can finally break concentration since I think the Nork will be... I'm pretty sure the Nork will be easily taken care of. He's not near the helm. He has to get through 2 people.
Sure.
2 bodies.
Fuck it. Bye. See, that was a bad idea.
They warned us. We should take a quick break.
All right, we'll be right back.
I will-
Me and my homies hate Norks.
Hello, hello.
Oh, hey. Hey, welcome back. This is Dyson Dynamics. We play Dungeons and Dragons modules here. We're playing Descent into Avernus, and we're currently engaged in vessel-to-vessel combat amidst the Great Sand Sea. It is Silkez's turn, and currently things look very favorable for the party, though there are some environmental concerns that are currently developing. Silkez?
Yeah, I was gonna say he is going to stop concentration on the Nork
Okay.
and the other Lokatha,
Sure.
and that will be it for that. Is the Nork wearing armor of any kind?
Give me 2 seconds.
I
Let's
Can
see.
you
to
reach?
ask.
Do they have any
Um,
fillings? How good is the dentistry in this area?
I feel like goblin dentistry would really fuck you up with heat metal because I feel like they use copper and iron liberally.
Oh,
so, the war leader appears to be wearing like half plate, effectively. So it's not a full set of plate, but there's definitely a full set of armored regalia. But it's sort of loose around the shoulders. There's no helmet. But otherwise,
But it is
there's
metal.
most certainly.
I'm gonna turn this little Nork into an oven.
All right. Go ahead.
I am casting, and I'm gonna heat this boy up.
All right.
He's gonna move over to this section. Let me see what that little distance is, and if I have to move one more square. Oh nope, he's just within range.
fuck
Hell
yeah.
Get crispy.
Get Chris.
Get crispy, bitch. That should go on a t-shirt. Get crispy.
Okay. What's the save? Is it Constitution?
It is Constitution.
Okay. See through. 21.
Damn.
Oh, wait a minute. You just dropped.
He's in physical contact with the object.
Yeah.
So he
So-
takes it no matter what.
Oh. If a creature is
Can't
wearing...
drop that shit.
So it takes 2d8 immediately, but then it has to determine whether or not he's gonna drop his armor, or
Which-
if he's just gonna fucking deal.
Which, with half plate, would take 10 minutes. So, go ahead and roll damage. Yeah.
Damn, that's some shitty roll. 6.
Okay. Given your release of concentration and then subsequently your casting of this spell, there's a brief moment where the war leader wakes up and then immediately begins crying and hollering in pain.
Ooh.
And it only gets worse.
It's yeah.
And that's his turn.
Okay. Excellent.
Oh, first of all, because he's just like using a magnifying glass on the metal armor. Just fucking heating that shit up.
All right.
Been watching Jeremy the entire week.
Big homie right here is a just recently woke up from his coma, is looking around is seeing fishy bodies, is seeing his war leader crying and screaming in pain, is looking in front of him and seeing Jeremina like coming over the guardrail like Kilroy and threatening the helmsman of this vessel. And he gonna disengage because he's not dumb.
He may not be
at
wise, but he's not dumb.
they have average intelligence at the end of the day, and like dude knows when to jump ship. So yeah, he's gonna go ahead and hurl himself off the end of the vessel. Olin, you do get an attack of opportunity. Oh, you are correct. Yeah, because he just hates himself that much. So, bloop.
And so he gets to die of starvation.
Yeah, well, you guys aren't that far from the Oasis. He might make it back, but also he is a fish person at the end of the day.
Not the goblin person.
No.
The goblin person is turning into an oven.
Yes.
There's another fish person still alive.
Yeah, there's two.
Mind.
There's
I
two.
was thinking this was the goblin.
No. This is like the last remaining fish person, and they were like, "Listen, I ain't about this." Yep. Jarmina, it is your turn. A fish person just decided that they didn't want to be any part of this. You are still threatening down on the goblin helmsman of this particular vessel. Oh yeah. For whatever reason, I didn't set him to 0, but I did add him a skull. So yes. He's done.
Will crawl up, kind of pop out her back, and it just makes a bunch of it makes sounds. Sure does. And she'll kind of and she'll start kind of lumbering over to the Norker, and she's like, do y'all speak can you guys understand me? Can you say something and nod your head if you can understand me? You, the little Norker thing. You're screaming around him.
It will point a spear-like object, however short, at you. Not understanding what you're saying.
Jeremina is going to reach around to grab it behind the spearhead, and can she just take it out of their hand and beat them over the face with it?
I will say make a grapple check. Contested.
Okay, and that's athletics, right? Or
yeah, athletics.
Oh wait, this is so important. We're still I'm still dehydrated.
Yep. It's able to pull its spear away from you.
We're just she's like, oh shit. Oh well. That was me. Okay, let me check my movement. Yeah, it was like 10 feet. I'm gonna walk back. I'm gonna walk over, step over the helmsman. I'm taking an attack of opportunity.
Yes.
Get jabbed in the ass while you go.
$14 to hit.
I'm going to fire back. What the hell?
That's more like a Buenos Dias, Jeremina.
No.
Did it hit?
Yes.
Okay.
And
8 point.
I'm firing back with the hellish rebuke.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not good.
It hisses as it takes the fire damage.
Cool. That ends my turn.
Okay. It is Faye's turn. She predictably does nothing.
Fucking teenager.
I never would have thought. What a teenager.
What a teenager.
Olin, is your turn. Okay.
No,
Sure thing.
dude, you gotta go kill the guy. You gotta go kill the Norker.
It's a horrible name. Who would name their child Norker?
You gotta be 5 feet away from it, so. So where Dead Goblin Boss is at is. Yep.
What an interesting way to phrase that.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead and roll to strike to start. That does not hit. Um, okay, let's see. Would be at, what is it, 20 feet now? 15.
There you go.
All right. Let me.
No, that's 15. One more. Where should it go?
All right. Oop, shit.
There you go. From Jeremina.
All right. The ship moves forward, though it is slowing down. You cast your dagger out at the war chief and are unable to make purchase. Is that your turn? Alrighty. It is the war leader. The war leader evaluates his situation, and I bet you all can guess what he does. He will take a disengage action and will hurl himself off the rear of the ship.
Hold on. Oh, there he goes.
How many rounds has this been? 5? Max? No, yeah.
4.
It's round 5.
Okay. It's Thrix's turn, and watching the boats come together, he is going to further move himself to a good place to hurl himself back to his own ship, and will hold his action to do so. It is Rhea's turn, and she is going to move herself to the one of the outboard pontoons, and will take the help action to help people jump aboard if they choose to do so. Marty, it is your turn.
Lovely. So Marty with the drag still in the
Mhm.
sand, Marty will kind of let go of the helm,
Okay.
or the rudder, I guess it would technically be in this case.
Sure.
The rudder, and we'll just sort of be like, cool. Because if it's going to go straight and it's gonna and the brake is in place, she doesn't really have to do anything.
Yep.
So Marty will go ahead and go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to there, and will shout to EV3, "Hey EV3, grab the ropes!" And will instruct EV3 to go into the bag of holding, and while still following Thrix, probably much closer than Thrix is comfortable, will continue to like grab the ropes and will use its action to grab the ropes from the bag of holding and then toss the end of the line towards the catamaran.
Okay, easy enough. All right. The catamaran slides down alongside the larger vessel, and EV3 does take out that rope and toss it in the direction of the catamaran. Given EV3's strength, the rope clearly covers the distance. There's no question there. So you are able to grab it without a problem.
Cool. And then she'll just hold it and kind of like look to Rhea and say, "I don't know why it's slowing down. We don't really need this. It's not a boat." But she will continue to hold it anyways.
Okay,
And that'll be her turn.
fair enough. Silkez, it is your turn. You are muted.
I am also thinking.
Okay.
So Thrix is preparing to jump off, or is he ready to help whoever wants to come onto the boat?
It kind of seems like now that EV3 has sort of deployed a rope and it's tied to the vessel, he did seem like he was going to jump, and now he's like, "Oh, we're doing this," and is there to help EV3.
Okay. Silkez is gonna try and get on the boat. The foe's boat. Silkez wants to board. How easy would that be?
I would say fairly easy. It would be, now that there's sort of a connective tissue between the two vessels, the rope. You would be able to sort of span between them with a acrobatics or athletics check, your choice.
Okay. Give me just a... Nice. 15.
Okay, fair enough. So let me just take a measurement here. From Marty to EV3 is 20 feet. Yeah, so is your movement 35 or 30?
It's 30.
Okay. So you would be able to get there, air quotes, be sort of just on the precipice of the edge of the ship, right near EV3. So sort of right here. Right here. So still attached to the rope, but very close to the edge of the ship.
And the Norker is just off in the sands.
Yeah, it's jumped off, and as everything is moving forward, it's trailing off to the distance, though
All right.
not quite specifically yet, as combat rounds are a funny thing.
Then that's gonna be it.
Okay.
He is on the boat.
Okay.
The one thing he will do is say, "Oh, that is a smell. Oh my goodness."
All right. It is this
Ooh, yeah.
this particular Lakatha's turn, and it's going to take its movement. It's going to dash, and given the fact that everything is moving away from it, it's all going to double, which means we can't see it anymore. It's gone. So I'll just mark it as dead, so we don't have to worry about it. Okay, Jeremina, it is your turn.
It'll turn into jerky in the hot sun.
Yeah, pretty much.
Jermina
Yeah, it's already
is
rank.
going to look around. She's gonna say, one part of me is saying I should intervene and do something, but I think it is better that I don't. She's gonna fleece the goblin boss's body. She's looking it over for goods.
Okay.
Yeah, she'll just like drag the body away.
Okay. Go ahead and make a investigation check.
Oh wait, disadvantage. I'm dehydrated.
Okay, so there is a couple things on this goblin's person that you're able to find. The first one being
Hey
You're muted. Or not muted, I should
you're not
say.
muted. The first thing being a set of hoses and a sort of like bag of air, which represents some functionality to be able to breathe underwater. What you're also able to find is a short bow with 10 arrows and a dagger, and approximately 5 gold pieces.
She's going to sort of come up. She's gonna say, "Holy shit, found thing, you guys! I got money. I got Olin. You're never gonna believe what I got for you, buddy. Are you ready?" Okay. Do you want to see me do a magic trick? Whoop! It's a dagger. Oh, this is great. I found little thing. I got a set of little hoses. Isn't this great? I want to take a nap so bad. Let's never do this again, please. I hate. Well, that's why I'm complaining, because I'm waiting for you to finish stopping the boat. Actually, you know what? She's gonna drop prone, roll to the side, and then just sort of wait there. Yeah.
All right. Given the state of our initiative order, now that the remainder of the Lakatha and their friends have jump shipped, we will conclude turn order. And as this is happening, as the two ships are sort of Marty having slammed on the brakes and the smaller ships sort of going and passing by the larger ship that is keeping its inertia. Are people jumping from one ship to the other? Is the intent to stop the larger ship? Okay. Okay. All right. And you do so. The vessels slowly come to terms, and the ship which you are navigating, Olin, eventually reaches the boulder and just sort of nicks it. Just sort of a bit of a rush, and all of the vessels stop. The contest is over, and you all have come out victorious with a unmanned vessel sort of scraping against a rock to show for it.
Well, this was a nightmare.
Holy shit, we made it? I lay down thinking I was about to die. Oh my god. Yeah, baby. Yeah, I can see that.
You got us a boat.
You're one of today's top 100 winners.
I got this. I got the boat.
What are you gonna name it? You gotta name a boat. Always.
Fish fry.
Olin?
Well,
Yeah. You...
It's a pretty solid name.
Jermina will use half her movement to stand up. She'll kind of lumber over, hook a hand around Olin's neck. Absolutely.
Darmina,
Yeah.
can I have my face back? It's on your Thank you, appreciate that.
is everyone alright up there?
Yes. Feel free to come up. We are officially stopped.
Zulkez, I'm fucking bleeding.
Oh, here I come. Marty will.
Zulkez hops over here once, and then he's like, "Oh no, we're all fine." Olin, don't even say a word. Olin over here got little nicks. He got little paper cuts. I got stabbed.
Marty is like, she's like climbing onto the vessel, but then EV3 just sort of like picks her up, very Wolfrin style.
How
Puts her
does
down.
how does the smell hit Marty?
So how is
Welcome to Fish Fry.
not Fred? Oh god. Okay. It just okay. It's fine. It's fine. Okay.
Jeremina is over there.
Yeah, here I come. Marty will grab her little first aid kit that she carries with her everywhere. We'll pull that out of her pocket and come up to Jeremina.
Olin will start investigating the rest of of his new ship.
Silkez will assist in the investigation.
Oh, if you guys are able
looting.
to find any sort of like water barrels or anything like that, or like something we can put water in, that would be very helpful.
Okay.
No problem.
I do
But,
got
right.
this watertight bag that they have full of.
That will help.
It's a little sandwich Ziploc. It's the small one. It's the small one.
From Raft.
So, for those looking at what the vessel looks like, as you make your way down to the lower areas, There is an empty cargo hold. You can kind of tell that this ship was deployed or summoned for use for the purposes of defending the Oasis. There was definitely this sort of notion that there was a disturbance and we deploy this vessel as a attempt to dissuade people from spending time around the Oasis. However, in the living quarters, or what you would categorize as the living quarters of the vessels, of the vessel, in lieu of hammocks, there are just barrels of water.
Let's go.
However,
Damn it.
as you step up and sort of peer into the barrels, there is kind of like an oily film over the top. Definitely seems like there's something that has spent some time in these barrels.
We're not taking these.
Do you think
Prestidigitation.
you're not there?
No amount of prestidigitation can clear the sin that has happened in that water.
We see fish eggs at the bottom. Anyways.
Like, we can, but I'm not there. There.
Just like put your ear down to the barrel. It's like, we want you in the captain's crew.
Maybe.
Owen's gonna look at Silka and goes, "Do you think Jeremina or Mati could clean it?"
They could. I would drink it.
Well, she
I
asked for
think-
barrels, so
I could potentially clean it right now, but I would never serve it to anybody.
all we were
So-
asked was to find the barrels.
We can tell Marty we found barrels. If she wants to clean it and drink from it, that's her prerogative. I am not going to touch the things
Deal.
unless desperation hits, which it might.
Owen's
I do.
gonna. I'm praying for a captain's hat, but Owen's gonna keep looking. I will update my outfit for this.
Get all in the captain hat.
Okay.
He's at least been on one boat, so he knows a captain's hat.
Sure. I will say go ahead and make a additional investigation check, bearing in mind that you're looking for.
I'm just looking for anything.
Well, no, I'm thinking more like you're addressing, sort of looking for who is the person in charge, who was in charge of the ship, why is the ship the way it is, etc., etc. So,
Hidden things and stuff like that.
yeah.
Can Silkas look for any valuables, or were there any like valuables visible on the first go round?
I would say not many. The ship itself seemed to serve a very, very utilitarian purpose of being a defensive entity. There really isn't much in the way of like cargo or, I mean, even possessions from the like fish people that were slain, presumably because they were sort of called to board the ship to defend the Oasis. There really isn't much.
Okay.
Am I doing advantage because Silka's is there, or is it just single?
We'll say just a single roll.
Come on.
Marina wins.
Motherfucker! 19.
What'd you roll? 19.
Olin wants to be useful.
Given the fact that you've had time on ships and know a bit about ships, it's fairly easy to find what would be the captain's quarters. What you find there is the fact that not many captains have really spent time in these quarters. In fact, if you had to call it, it would seem as though this was a disused space. Which isn't to say that there aren't things that are here. There are. and you sort of poke around and are able to find maps of the Great Sand Sea, very similar to the one that you were provided by Traxagor. You're also able to find just sort of various metals that are sort of on metals and jewelry that are on the questionable side of authentic. And as you're sort of poking around, your eyes do trace upward, and sitting on sort of like a wooden stand, a strange sort of place for it, there's a hat with 3 corners, and it's not in the best shape. It's spent some time underwater.
Mm.
It probably needs to be brushed. It needs to be cleaned.
But is it foundationally sound?
I wonder if we have a fashion designer who is skilled who might be able to assist.
and a bard with presentation.
But there is a hat, and sticking out of it, you see sort of a spiny, hard cartilage that probably was at one time a feather.
You need. Oh, I need to know what that looks like, because that just sounds badass. But I feel like it's not.
But
The feather skeleton.
Yeah. Imagine a feather with none of the fluffy bits.
So
What if they
just
what if the
a
goblin
piece.
repurposed like fish spine and used it as a feather?
Please, that'd be so great. Olin will take the hat. I've seen one of these before. Silkas,
Yes.
does this look good to you?
I think that's a captain's hat.
Oh,
Like, it's more traditional style. It's in very waterlogged shape. I wouldn't say.
It smells foul.
so does everything.
Silkas is standing like.
So does everything down here. We just passed oily barrels. Like, come on.
I'm sorry, did I stutter?
It is absolutely disgusting.
Olin somehow.
It's the poisonous cloud of hats. It has a 10 to 20 foot radius around it that just emanates.
Olin, for some
awfulness.
reason, just doesn't notice. his mind. It's the same thing as the alcohol.
He's like, it's the hat. My God,
I would
it's
say-
the hat.
It's the same thing as the alcohol. He's just used to like a certain level.
If you really wanted to clean it, I can clean it right now if you want. But I would say
Can you
get rid
at
of the
least?
smell.
I was then gonna say, can you do the smell?
I can see. And Silkas is gonna do the Presti on it. Does it take care of the smell?
It does.
Hey, but not the rest of it.
I mean,
Silkas, I think Jeremina, now that it doesn't smell as bad, Jeremina loves restoration. I think she would get a real kick out of doing a traditional captain's hat.
What do you think of this? And he'll point to the fish body that's attached to the hat.
I think the goblin was making a very bold statement doing that.
Yeah. Usually it's the what do you call
It's a feather.
that?
But this if the goblin was the captain in this case, it was a very clear case of do not fuck with me.
That is a good idea. Did you find anything else?
No, they were very bare bones, not a lot of very interesting things. It was mostly to literally just pop up and scare people and scare them away from the oasis.
Olin will hand over the rolled up maps. I found these, and then he'll show the handful of questionable metals. I don't know. Is this good?
Can Silkas will look over him and he'll be like, Marcy would know more about this.
Okay. I guess we go see if Jeremina is dressed, I guess.
Yeah.
Olin will
And they'll
carry.
head back up.
Olin will
outside.
happily carry his hat.
She isn't.
Yeah.
If she's back on the skiff.
Marty has given her cure wounds.
Aww.
Oh, she's not dressed.
No, she's not dressed.
She is, I would like to assume, like, quiet from Metal Gear Solid, where it's just enough to cover what's necessary, but it's not.
There's definitely something going on in there. It's way too comfortable for her proximity to bodies. So did we find anything interesting? How was it?
We found some maps, some medals, and Erlen found.
He will show off the tricorn hat with the fish bones.
Oh, that's a little trap cone. Oh, some of the trimmings worn off. Yeah, bring that over here.
Olin will hand it over and go, do you think you could fix this?
This? I could not tell you what it used to look like, but I can get this fixed up for you if you want to wear it.
Yes. It is my boat now, yes?
Yeah.
I've got Olin a direction, I'm going with it.
The thing is here, see, this, I mean... So, the Neverwinter Navy, they do have a navy. Don't look at me about their navy.
Okay.
And this is pretty, I mean, this is interesting. I don't know if it's this color, because it's a discolored Neverwinter Naval Captain officer's hat, that's a mouthful, or if it's because it's meant to, but this is interesting. And
If you don't know what it is, can you do Jeremina version?
baby, the Jeremina version, well, I can do a version of it for you, but I'm not going to do a Jeremina version. It'll come with fringe.
Ah.
Yeah, I can fix this. Oh, you're just in luck. I still got all my fabric.
I would greatly appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. I'll make
We
sure
did.
I match your outfits, but...
Oh, we found barrels of water. However, they are extremely oily and disgusting, and I personally do not want to use them.
Why not? All the water you've ever drinking has probably been done in way worse than oily fish water.
But I don't have to see it.
But you didn't have to sweat?
I didn't have to see it before it got cleaned.
Okay.
And
so-
now that I've seen it before it's gotten cleaned, the only thing that will linger in my mind is that what it used to look like.
Okay, so what if we got the water real clean and we gave it to you? Would you want to know?
I never
Well-
want to know.
I mean, we can dump out the barrels. The oasis is only like 50 yards that way.
What if they come back out?
Jeremina, we killed one of their battleships.
We kill them with my new ship.
Okay, doesn't mean we're gonna be able to do it twice.
But we have the thing on the front that shoots.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you know how to use that little thing that shoots out of the mouth?
Oh. I thought, what if we returned them their battleship, whatever thing, and like as a trade, we'll give you back this thing, and we'll.
When we wouldn't be able to take fish fry into hell.
I mean,
We-
was
we'd
fish
have to-
fry going to go into hell to begin with? I don't know if it could have gotten there. I don't know what Traxagore is capable of.
I get to keep the hat.
Well, Yeah.
You do
no
get to keep
shit.
the hat.
Okay, then fish fry can go back to the fishes.
Okay.
we can name our the next ship Fish Fry 2.
We are not naming.
We are naming it Fish Fry 2. It is going to be Fish Fry 2.
It's absolutely not. I let Fish Fry be named this because I knew we weren't keeping it. No.
Wow,
Absolutely.
rude.
But don't start calling me rude now.
Oh, that was out of character.
Wow.
Savage.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go on the skiff, and get dressed and finish my bath. I don't know in that order, but I'm definitely never bathing naked again.
Understandable. I'm also going to return to the skiff with you,
And-
Jeremina.
I guess
So that's so crazy. That's where I'm going, Silkus.
It's almost as if that's the thing that Thrick strives for.
Oh, yeah, I thought you were gonna say fate. That too.
is anyone going to help me clean the barrels?
I
No.
was going
No.
to steer the ship.
I guess this is my punishment for cleaning the fucking barrels.
Faye will say from across the ship. Yeah, no, I'm not a body oil person. I'm a blood person. So it rules me out.
Does Rhea say anything?
Nope.
Marty,
Rhea is like testing ropes in a way that seems inauthentic.
Marty is just going to sigh and accept it.
Fair enough. And with that, we have moved a little bit around the oasis in the Great Anarok Desert, and next week we will pick up with some more hex crawl, and I think we will get at least pretty close to our first steps into what is the schism between the prime material and the hells that will lead the party, or at least some of them, into the basically the mouth of hell. So we'll leave it at that for the evening. There was a bit of a trial and error with the War Machine rules tonight, which was fun.
That was fun.
And yeah, and I hope that moving forward we're able to refine it so it has more dynamic elements. And yeah, we'll see everybody next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.